Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot, getting ready to do Taurus and Aquarius sitting in a tree. Kissing. Doing this for the month of August 2021, but I'm going to put timeless on here too, because I think somebody is going to need to hear this at a later point. So for those of you that this is going to apply to in real time, you'll know what I'm talking about, because it'll be it's either happening, it's just happened, or it's about to happen, like tomorrow, somewhere in the next week or so. Whew, I'm tired. At any rate, we're going to go ahead and do this for the 27th of July through August 31st. I'm not going to do the usual 4-row spread that I do. I'm going to just pull the first week out and we'll just go that way. That's what Spirit's telling me to do, so that's what I'm doing. I'm not trying to get all hemmed up. If y'all knew how many videos I actually do that you never see because I don't listen, I'm hard-headed. Yes, I'm hard-headed. Yeah, I could probably make a whole bloopers library. Just craziness. Just total craziness. Come on, cards. Give me something. Oh, y'all are all trying to come out at the same time. Nobody got nothing to say? Let's just see. Yeah. Stand your ground. We're going to use that for the overall. Taurus, that came up. It's been coming up for y'all for a hot second. And love begins on the back end of your overall. Kind of late for me, so if I sound like I ain't got no energy, it's not that, it's just late. I'm just head space. But I could not go to sleep because this has been sitting on my head for about 6 hours, so I didn't have a choice. Third eye chakra. Intuition, that's the challenge. Taurus, this is going to be a conversation between me and you. Aquarius, if you're cross-watching, if I say something that sounds fucked up, I'm sorry. I'm just telling you what I see. Effort. Ooh, no. Too many. I'm trying to come out at the same time. Both of them. They both fail, so I'm going to pull both of them. Oh, boy. So just from what I can see on the board, you got 4 cards here that are in some form, fashion, shape, purple, indigo blue, which then refers me right back to that third eye chakra, Taurus. There's things going on right now. You're going to have to just roll with this with your Aquarius. This has got feet for every Aquarius situation, Taurus Aquarius situation. Imaginationship, situationship, I think I wanna ship, to serious, to almost married. There's nuggets in here for everybody. So take what's yours. Grandmama say, eat the fish, leave the bones. It's not bad, but I'm going to equate this to, for those of you that are doing a reboot, if you will, a restart, or those of you that are reconciling from a longer period of separation, This reboot, restart, reconciliation thing is going to be like going the first little bit of a roller coaster. And you know how it sounds all raggedy, like, oh, what the hell, going up. But it's not real smooth going up. This is what this feels like in terms of energy. Once you get some momentum going, you'll be good. But boy, oh boy. What's on the top end? The Empress. So a lot of people like to equate the Empress with Taurus. And for our purposes, that's exactly what the hell we are going to do. On the reverse side of this is what the front side looks like. And she's that bitch. What the hell? You know, just all in her sunshine and stars and just doing the damn thing. This backside, though, serves as a gateway to creativity. And so a relationship is a creative project, in case you didn't know. It is the highest form of creativity. How you solve problems, how you make love, how you share, how you raise your kids, if you have kids, that's all creative. So this is telling me that you are entering or re-entering this little gateway. On the bottom side, the Eight of Swords. Both of you, because I'm going to say this to Taurus too, not just because it's Swords Aquarius, but Taurus, just up in your head. Both of y'all overthinking, thinking too much, overanalyzing. This situation, if y'all really love each other, let me get to the point. If you really love each other, then love each other. Quit playing. Especially those of you that are in for the reboot. If you're in your relationship and you haven't broken up, none of that stuff. If you feel some distance, Taurus, look at what you're doing too. I'm going to just say that. Look at what you're doing too. Feel like Aquarius has gone cold. Look at what you're doing. Analyze that part. Don't just, he's always doing something. She always saying something. Then no. What are you doing now? What are you doing? Whoever. Aquarius, Taurus, you want to start complaining, but what are you doing? And that is really a big part of the energy here. Liberation. The Queen of Swords has fallen on top of stand your ground. So speaking up for yourself is actually going to liberate you in this relationship, Taurus. Doing stuff just to go along, to get along, ain't going to get it. Tauruses, and I'm a Taurus, so I'm not making this up. Sometimes, we won't say something because in our minds it is to the higher good to just keep harmony in the house. So if you want to go off and yell and scream and act idiot, because of something we said, sometimes we don't argue back. It's like, whatever. Everybody have a good day. But there's some things coming up, Taurus. You need to speak your mind. You need to speak your mind. In doing so, you're also going to bring your Aquarius back down to earth and snap them out of whatever little revelry you got going on. For those of you that are in separation, you're not together right now, there's a good chance that sooner rather than later, you're getting ready to get back together. That's the indication. That's what the energy feels like right here. So I'm looking at this Ace of Swords that fell. I'm pulling the Sun card for the third eye. Nine of Swords on top of effort, and a Chariot on top of material harvest. Need two more. Yeah, if by you, Taurus, standing your ground, you are going to bring you're going to bring your Aquarius back around. Because they might be out on La La Land somewhere and overanalyzing something. And you need to do this for yourself as well. But on the other side of this, oh wow. On the other side of this, the Ace of Swords, I'm going to explain it in a minute. The Ace of Swords on top of the love begins, there has to be a level of surrender. And so you can't surrender very well if you have things that are unspoken. Let me say that one more time. You cannot surrender very well if the air is not clear. Just because you got something on your mind, Taurus, doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Or vice versa. Maybe Aquarius needs to hear this too. I don't think it feels more Taurusy than Aquarius. Say what you need to say. Put it out there. And then at that point, you will be able to surrender and let whatever this is going to happen between y'all happen. This is not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay. I stopped because you got the Three of Swords on top of the victory and success. Well, oh damn. You know, two opposites and shit. And now we just pulled the Six of Wands on top of the conflict and defeat. And I had to shut up a minute so I could hear what was being said. I know y'all like, what? So I could hear what was being said when the cards fell. Now, this is for another group. Yeah, I'm isolated just like this. So, somewhere between now and the middle of August, that's where I'm putting this. For those of you that are in separation, or there's been some kind of distance, you don't live together, and you kind of, you're the in and out folks, and right now you're out, that group right there. You're getting back together. Let's get to the good shit first. There's that 6. And that you pull the 6 on top the next time, right next to it. I know exactly what it is, and I know what I'm saying, I know what I hear. But I also know what the feeling of this is. One of the both of you are walking away from something. Maybe Taurus, it may be Aquarius, it may be both of you. But you're walking away from something. And this is where the tension, this is where the natural tension in your relationship is going to be for a minute. This is not to say that the other person is still in love with whoever. It's none of that. It is none of that. But just the act of letting something go. And the feeling with this is that there's a lot of regret. If you see dude over here, you know, he ain't singing in the rain. This is not the Gene Kelly show. No, sir. Dude is sitting over there like, what the fuck did I create? Male, female, doesn't matter. But there may be some karmic shit going on the outside that had to happen. But whatever the case is, doesn't matter. Because y'all are getting together. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. Y'all are getting together. That is a done deal. But then right next to that, you get the happy card on top and the conflict and defeat on the bottom. To win this, and I said that's what Spirit put out my mouth, that's what I said. To win this part of this battle, there's sacrifices. That in turn is going to cause some conflict. And maybe feelings of defeat. I don't know whether it's Taurus. It really feels like it could be either sign that just created a mess because you thought something else was going to happen. So you jumped over here, and the next thing you know, you're in a full-blown relationship with another person. And, you know, you thought that one of them outs with Taurus and Aquarius was permanent. And then you figure it out. It's not. And so you got a mess on your hands right now. That's what the fuck it is. And so when you move from the beginning of this, you'll feel this when it occurs. There's going to be some natural tension. You're going to feel like, I should be celebrating. But you'll be like, why am I crying? That shit. And it's going to flip right back up on you. And it's like, okay, we're here, but there's some sacrifices that have gone on. And because of that, going to be some more sacrifices. It might not be a third party situation necessarily. It could be work related. Y'all, once again, on the outs, one of y'all took a job in Miami and the other one is left in New Jersey somewhere. Come on. And now y'all want to get back together and you're trying to figure out how you're going to close that gap. Airline tickets ain't cheap like they were last year. They done tripled up in price. That kind of energy. Something that was done in one of them out periods that you thought were permanent and now you're trying to get back together. Whatever that situation is on the outside, that's going to be the natural tension in your relationship. Hence, third eye chakra. Using your intuition and then the sun on top of this. And now I definitely feel like I'm talking to Taurus. Taurus, if you're the one observing this situation, you didn't move. You didn't create a third party situation. You're just observing all of this. The deal here with you is all coming out in the light. So the deal here with you, the sunshine card here on the front end and not the back end, is to stand up in your own truth. That's as simple as I can put it to you, and continue to follow your intuition. Following your intuition has gotten you thus far. So don't act like, now all of a sudden you don't need to follow your intuition and you're going to start using logic or some other shit. No, follow your intuition. Your intuition is not going to screw you around. It's going to tell you. So if you feel like there are things you need to say, if you feel like there are things that need to be discussed, hashed out, whatever, once again, this stand your ground energy, then do it. Not going to do nothing but liberate you, Taurus. And at the end of the day, if this is one of those in-out comeback deals where you're reconciling or rebooting or whatever, things have changed. Things have changed. Now, from Taurus's point, I think I can say there's some rules that have been put in place, because this is the front side of the card. Whether you're looking at it or not, this is still the front side. The liberation comes now because Taurus has created a framework. And I'm going to say Aquarius has probably grown up and they've created a framework as well. So you're going to have to bring this into balance if you plan on being a couple. Now let me back up. The Nine of Swords on top of the effort. There's no reason for either of you, but I'm pretty sure this is, since it's swords, it's got to be Aquarius. There's no reason for anybody to be on self-punishment. Because you feel like you ain't do enough. Or you aren't enough. Whatever the case may be. Bump that. Once again, see all that yellow. Get in your truth. And I think for both of you, the issue is, do you love each other? I don't think y'all would be going through all this bullshit if you did. That's what I'm going to say. For those of you that are together, it's really the same energy. What are you feeling like you're not giving enough to, Aquarius? You're not listening? Are you overthinking situations? But you feel like you're not putting in enough effort. That yellow is telling me you need to stand up in your own truth. Why aren't you listening? Why don't you want to hear? Why are you overthinking? They're questions that you need to ask yourself, because clarifying it with you clarifies it with the relationship. I know. I'm talking to myself. I know. But that's what it is. The Chariot on top of the material harvest really telling me it's all systems go. So before we get to any of this other feeling tension and all this other shit, it's all systems go. You don't even get to thinking about nothing other than it is all systems go. Ain't nothing backwards, sideways, upside down, none of that. This is straightforward energy. It's all systems go. But just know As you move through that, oh, I'm happy with your energy, boom. Some of you are going to feel this. Now, those of you that may not be dealing with a third-party situation or a job somewhere else, whatever, don't let things from the past, fuck up what you got going on right now. That's real talk. Sometimes, you know, and we all do it. You get sad, get emotional, you start thinking about some shit that happened 10 years ago, you know, and maybe something similar might be going on now. And it might look like something, but it really isn't. Don't get all up in your head and acting all crazy and no, don't overthink it. It's not worth it. Because you're going to create something that doesn't need to be created and manifest something you really aren't intending to manifest. Just remember, there's sacrifices to everything. So whatever that means to you, and there's no reason to feel like you need to be defeated because you got to sacrifice for something. That's just the way shit go. Want a brand new car, you're going to have to sacrifice something. You have to get up off some money, or you're going to have to start paying a car note. I'm just saying, this is a sacrifice. Everything is a sacrifice. Something you really want, more specifically, someone you really want in your life, there's going to be some sacrifices that have to be made. Let's see if we can round this up for the end of the month. Oh, there's that heart chakra. I dug it. Good. Partnerships and alliances. Take these two for the end of the month. And so where we stop, on top, the Knight of Pentacles, the slow ass sucker in the deck. Just slow. Horse slow, got all this heavy ass coinage and shit. That's making it extra slow. But the word there is insecure. How about that? And what were we just talking about? And so this is just a message to whomever, Aquarius, Taurus, whoever. There's no reason to get insecure. Again, if you love each other, trust in that. Have some faith in the universe, if you will. Don't get insecure because y'all got to go through some shit. You're human. I'm pretty sure. And you know, of course, there are people that do shit to be petty and some old shit. But I'm not going to even go there. And I'm going to just say, whatever happened in the past, whatever got created, moving away to a job or another person got involved, whatever, you're human. If you love each other, though, then you're trying to come back. What are you coming back together for if you're going to be acting insecure? Doesn't match. Doesn't work. So just drop that. Drop it. Security. That's the other side of this. So if you let this go, what you got? I'm just saying. Oh, on the bottom, look at who's there. Miss Empress. Boo. And this time it's on the front side. Yeah, Taurus. You know, from one shuffle to the next, we done walk through the door of creativity. Boom. All about that. And so when I see her, it's just what it's got on it. Creative love. The union. That's what the fuck it is. It's the union. So if you really love each other, and I believe that you both do, you wouldn't be going through all this bullshit if you didn't. Even if you're still together and you're having a bit of a struggle right now. Let that shit go. You love each other. Keep it going. That's one thing a lot of couples don't have right now is love. And that's exactly what the cards are saying. It's so funny. Oh, well. Ain't nobody got nothing to say for real. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, intuition. So, this Five of Cups on top of the heart chakra. Again, this side of this card talks about aversion, but the energy here is that one of the both of you just want to turn around and look in the mirror like the past is going to change itself. I know what the fuck. And there feels like there may be this tendency to start harping and dwelling on old shit. Once again, and I said it before cards fell, if you really love each other, this is a heart chakra. And mind you, this is not pink or purple or red or some other shit. This is green. Most places green means abundance. It means go. Come on. That's the heart chakra. I love. And you might as well just throw the you on there and be done with it. Don't get all caught up in no dumb shit. Especially if you just get back together. Seriously? Don't do it. Just don't do it. Not only for relationship's sake, but for your own mental health. Fuck it. You can't change it. The shit happened. What you have to stand on right now, I'm going to get the damn card, is this. This is what you deal with. In the light of day, the truth, the sun. Can't make this shit up. Deal with the love. Get up off the bullshit and deal with the love. And as I say that, my head's going, not easy to do. Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. You see, this partnership and alliances card is about the beginning. And there's number 3, collaboration. And at some point, you and your Aquarius, if you cross watching, you and your Taurus are going to have to get together as partners and quit all this stupid shit. Going backwards. You know, everything that's backwards is dark. Reviewing on some old shit. We're not in the middle of no Mercury retrograde. Yes, there are a lot of planets retrograde, but none of them got nothing to do with going back down memory lane. Not none of them. Just saying. So, do your best to stay in the present moment. Yes, there's going to be some sacrifices. Yes, both of you probably made some dumbass mistakes, spent some money you probably didn't need to spend and some old shit. But if you love each other, do it. Don't get hung up on woulda, shouldas, and couldas. Move forward. You got the Chariot on here. You got 1, 2, 3 major cards on here. And 3 or 4 other heavyweight regular cards. There's no reason not to. No reason not to. Chariot going in the right direction. The sun pointing in the right direction. The back end of the moon card talking about your intuition. For some of you, this moon card could also be about rebounding. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it in this sense because you guys have already been together, whatever. But understanding that some of what happened in the past may have been a rebound from you. That's the energy there. I'm just saying. I had to throw that out there. Can't make this shit up. Your intuition, your gut, that's your instant feedback. Instant. It's going to tell you right away, yay or nay. You should be saying something, doing something. What comes to mind right now, if y'all living together, you might be tempted because you think Aquarius is getting a little distant. Well, don't go through their phone. Don't do it. I don't condone this, but I know sometimes because you don't know what's going on, people do it. I get it. But I'm telling you right now, don't do it now. This is not the right energy for that bullshit. It ain't. It will separate y'all before you get back together good if you're just getting back together. If you're together, you're going to cause a problem. So listen to your intuition. Above anything else, just listen to your intuition. Clear the path. Get rid of all the old shit. And start getting ready to move forward. Those of you that are in separation or not together right now, clear the path. Don't get hung up on all this old bullshit, looking at the 3 cups on the ground and you still got 2 cups standing. Let that shit go. And if you need help, call on your angels. That's what they're there for. My bull babies, my Aquarius babies, I love you. And I'm still doing 30 minutes. Man, oh man. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week and a good month of August. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.